Well, I'm certainly honored and extremely privileged to have this incredible once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to be able to lead the U.S. U23s. Number one priority right now is to qualify the group for the Olympics in London 2012, summer 2012. Right now my number one priority is to be with Akron, but I need to be really doing dual duty right now. We have 4.5 months to qualify the group. Our first camp will be in November. I will not be able to be at that camp because I'll be with Akron, hopefully leading them to another national championship. We'll be in the NCAA tournament at that time. But I've already begun this process and started identifying players for the November camp. Once the season's done here with Akron, then I'll go 2 feet in and we'll have several camps January, February leading up to qualification, which is in Tennessee, late March.
What's this mean to you and the city of Akron, University of Akron?
Well, again, it's an honor to be able to represent your country, to lead a group of young men, the top young professionals in Major League Soccer and overseas, to lead them hopefully to the Olympic Games is a real privilege and an honor. And it certainly means a lot to me, but I know it means a lot to this community and the people that are associated with Akron soccer. Hopefully they share in this this achievement and in this process as well. Hopefully they'll be following my involvement with this team.
Can you tell us what players from Akron you're looking at recruiting?
Well, I don't want to get into specifics, but clearly 2 players that will be immediately looked at will be Zarek Valentin and Perry Kitchen. Both were with the U20 national team, so it's a natural progression for them. They've had very good rookie seasons. Zarek with Chivas USA and Perry Kitchen with DC United. You have to also look at Teal Bunbury. Teal Bunbury's been with the full national team in several camps and had another great year with Sporting KC. And he's a U23 age player, so he's another one who'll be in the mix. But there'll be several more. At the end of the day, I'm going to pick the best players. If it works out that the best players are Akron players, then that's even better. So I expect to see a few. I don't know how many, but I'm trying to put the best pieces together possible. Not going to leave any stones unturned. We're going to look at all the domestic players in Major League Soccer, all the international players. There's an extensive pool of players overseas as well. Some players that have never been with a youth national team that have come to our attention. So we're going to be evaluating many of those players. Certainly in this November camp, it's a good opportunity to do that because a lot of them are European-based players. And when January starts, hopefully we're starting to hone in on the group and the building process will begin. And that'll be my first camp, will be late December, January. So I'm looking forward to putting my stamp on the group and to start to put the pieces together, implement a system and style of play, and then get ready for qualification, where we're going to have to face off against some dangerous teams. You know, the CONCACAF region is not an easy region. There's some very good teams in that region. So, I expect to qualify, but it's not going to be easy, and we're not certainly taking those teams for granted.
As a coach, will it be any different for you to be in international play compared to what you do every day with the college guys?
Well, it's a different cycle. You know, with my college team, I have a chance to kind of build on things day after day. When you coach internationally, you get the group together for 10 days at a time, and you really try to move them forward in those 10 days until your next camp. A lot of it is player selection, and then quickly getting them into a camp, and with the time that you have with them, putting those pieces together and getting them ready to win games. I do have experience doing that with the U18 national team. I've been a part of that group for 2.5 years as an assistant coach. So I've been a part of doing that already for the last 2.5 years. I've been in some domestic camps in the U.S. I've been in overseas camps, helped prepare that team for overseas friendly competitions and international competitions. was in fact this summer over in Northern Ireland for the Milk Cup competition. And so I know firsthand kind of what that's about. I've had that experience, and I think that's really critical. I think that helps because I understand kind of how that process works.
What do you think this means for Akron? It's just going to get your name out there even bigger than you are now.
Well, it doesn't hurt. It's not gonna hurt Akron. It's not gonna hurt recruiting, and I think it's a win-win for this community. I know the president is excited. My athletic director's very excited, and based on the outpouring of support that I've already received from emails and phone calls, everybody's behind this, and that's good to know. It's not going to take away from Akron whatsoever. It's going to enhance it.
You seem very humble about this. Does it even say, wow, possibly coaching the Olympic Games?
It's certainly something that makes you go wow, but I'm focused. I'm very focused on what I need to do, and I'm not a guy that gets too high or low. I stay even keeled, and I look at the job that I have to do, and I'm not going to be in awe of this. I'm very confident in what I know and my ability to put teams together and to get them prepared to win games. And even though this is a maybe bigger stage, it's really the same type of process that I've been doing, at Akron. And so I try not to get caught up in all the hoopla. I really try to stay focused on what I need to do, and it'll probably hit me more once we qualify. Right now I'm really focused on that and focused on March and making sure that we go to the Olympic Games.
So from now until March, how does your schedule change?
Well, it won't change at all, much right now, other than just I'll be doing kind of dual duty, and I won't be leaving Akron. I'll be focused on obviously the season right now with Akron like I have been, but I'll be on calls. I'll be watching games. I'll be keeping tabs on this November camp. So I'll have a little bit more of that on my plate out, in addition to what I'm doing at Akron. But once we hit December, once the season's over, obviously after a good season, hopefully winning the national championship, then now really that's a good time of the year because we're off season now, and the players go home, and now I'll go full force into trying to put the group together and be prepared for camps and qualifying.